Grow what you eat. I'm Naima Latif with today's 10-minute tip on how to grow your own food. There are so many toxins in our air, in our food. We're constantly breathing in and eating toxic substances that are making us sick. And there's so many dialysis centers all throughout our community that lets us know that our kidneys aren't able to do the job they're intended to do, which is purify the blood of toxins. And yet, Mother Nature has given us something that can solve that problem. Today, we're going to show you something that's probably growing all over your yard. And this might be the answer to our problem. White clover. So we're going to take some white clover leaves and make some white clover tea. And as you can see, this field of clover is nice and fresh, growing up after a nice spring rain. And this is something you can do right now to help in that process of purifying your blood. We'll make the tea and we'll talk about the benefits of white clover tea. And you can try it at home. How to make white clover leaf and flower tea. First, you harvest and clean, gather fresh clover blossoms and leaves. That's optional. Of course, you can make it with just the blossoms or just the leaves. So today we're just going to do just the leaves. From a clean, chemical-free area, rinse them thoroughly to remove dirt and insects. And then to prepare the tea, we're gonna make the hot tea. So we want to place 1 to 2 tablespoons of fresh flowers or leaves into a mug. Pour hot, not boiling, water over them. Cover and steep for 5 to 15 minutes. Now, of course, the water needs to be hot enough. Here's our collection of white clover leaves. And now that we know how to make white clover leaf tea, let's start the process of washing them off. This is a very important part of the process. They were outside and they do need to be cleaned off thoroughly because sometimes you don't see those little bugs and you don't necessarily want that in your tea. We have a pot of boiling water, but we're not going to put the leaves in the boiling water. We're going to put the boiling water over the leaves. So we've got the leaves in the cup and we're going to pour the water in the cup and let the tea leaves steep. Ooh, nice tall cup of clover leaf tea. So while that's steeping, we'll put a cover over it and let it steep, and then we'll share a few things about the benefits of white clover leaf tea. So let's take a look at, first of all, some of the things that we need our kidneys for, because this is something that a lot of families are struggling with. Dialysis, kidney failure. The kidneys are complex organs that act as your body's natural filtration system, primarily responsible for removing waste products and maintaining homeostasis. They process approximately 200 quarts of fluid daily to produce about 1 to 2 quarts of urine. Medical blood purification, such as dialysis or apheresis, is required when kidneys or liver fail to remove waste or to treat severe acute conditions like sepsis, multi-organ failure, severe infections, e.g. severe COVID-19, or specific autoimmune lipid disorders.
It is a critical care tool to manage toxins, electrolytes, and inflammatory proteins. So, nutritional profile. Well, white clover blossoms and leaves are packed with essential nutrients, making the tea a restorative drink. You can get vitamins A, B2, B3, C, E, and K. You get minerals, calcium, magnesium, potassium, uh, chromium, iron, and phosphorus. You can get antioxidants rich in flavonoids, polyphenols, and isoflavonoids, specifically genistin. Traditional health benefits, well, for respiratory support, its traditional use is to treat colds, coughs, and bronchial congestion by acting as an expectorant. That's, when you got phlegm, you need to cough it up. A fever reduction. Indigenous tribes, such as the Cherokee, historically used it as a cooling herb to reduce fevers. Blood purification, often used in folk medicine as a blood cleanser or depurative to support natural detoxification pathways in the body. Anti-inflammatory effects may help ease pain and inflammation. So there you have it. Well, we've let our tea steep. We have got our nice big cup. We of course strained out the leaves. And now we have a cup of hot clover leaf tea. Interesting. It tastes green. And it's got a bit of a green tint to it. You can see into the cup there. And we didn't put any sweetener in it. I wanted to taste the raw clover leaf taste. But now let's add a little bit of honey sweetener. Okay. And we'll add just a bit of it there. There you go. Squeezing it out of the bottle. All right. Sound effects. Stir it up a little bit. And we've got some hot clover leaf tea. The honey does kind of give it a little bit of a softer taste, but think of all the things that this drink is doing for your body. Purifying the blood. Now, this took a couple of steps. Take some leaves out the yard, pour some hot water over them after you boil it. Always good to boil water first, just for purification purposes. And then we pour the hot water over it, let it steep for a while, and we got some good tasting tea that can do all those things that the kidneys need done in terms of helping to purify the blood. So this is probably one of the best drinks you can have that doesn't cost you a thing. Just go out in the yard and pick some. You can use clover leaves. You can use the clover flowers. But never again kill them as a useless weed, because they could save your life. This is good. I'm Naima Latif. Grow what you eat.